Yes, people, welcome back to the TSTALKS podcast. Hope you're all doing good, keeping safe. Now, in this one, just talking about, England following their Euros defeat on Sunday against Italy on penalties. The racists were back out in full effect. And, I really wanted to speak on this on Monday, but I was proper into the football. My voice was gone Monday, and it was gone more or less most of the week that I couldn't really even talk on the subject. So, yeah, for me, once I saw the players that missed the penalties, I knew what time it was. I instantly knew that there's going to be loads of, racist abuse online. And at the end of the day, it's disgusting. It's not right. And, it doesn't count for all the fans, but there was a lot of them that came out talking their crap. Obviously, you had Boris come out and condemn it in his his briefing, but you know over the years you've been racist, you've made racist comments, so it's like what are you on about? And even Gary Neville, when he was doing an interview, he called out. He said, you got people of power and leadership in this country which have made it seem okay, to the point where all this sort of stuff goes on, and then now you want to call it out. You're part to blame as well. Same thing for Priti Patel at the beginning of the tournament. She was saying that, oh, the whole taking the knee thing is just a politics. Then she tried to tweet to I'll say it's disgusting. Maybe then she realised, maybe at the time she tweeted, she realised, oh yeah, I'm not actually English. I'm from an Asian background. But Tyrone Mings dragged her up, pulled her up on it, and said, well, hold on, you're not in a position, to talk. You was calling it just the politics and whatnot. Like, what are you on about? And it was a bit hypocritical of her, and big up Tyrone Mings for doing that. You had this comedian, and to be honest, I never even heard of him. I've probably seen him on the TV or something before. I never heard of him. This Andrew Lawrence brother, he's been cancelled, rightfully so, because looking at the tweets my man was saying, I think the first one was like, all I'm saying is the white guy scored. Then he said, oh, I'm sorry that black guys are bad at penalties, or something along the lines of, oh, I see my last tweet offended people, and I'm sorry that black guys are bad at penalties. And then he went on to tweet again saying, oh, I'd rather he practiced his penalties and the kids had gone hungry. That one being in reference to Rashford, which again is disgusting. Because because trying to make a joke or not, at the end of the day, no kid should be going hungry or without substantial eating. And think about it, England's not even in a third world country. There's kids in third world countries going through some real tough poverty, and it shouldn't be happening in this country, but sadly it is. So yeah, no kid should be going through that. So if to even say some stuff like that, it's just a lack of respect. And then the last one was like, oh, equality, diversity, shit penalties, again in reference to the three black players that missed. And one tweet is bad enough, but I think the fact that you try to come up with more, and I don't know if you thought he was being funny, but it's like, nah, that's not, this one ain't gonna run. This company, RBM Comedy, they came out and said that, they no longer represent him. He was getting cancelled. His shows were getting cancelled by, like, is it Chesham Comedy Club, some Hanger Farm Art Centre cancelled his show as well. Then there's one of these places that they cancelled his show, and then they started receiving threats like, oh, your staff will be attacked. And it's like, well, no. These people are standing up to, this guy's racism, and they don't want to be part of it. There was the guys who works at Savills, and Savills stated that they've suspended him in an investigation, and something about his account was hacked. Okay, but he did a tweet like back in March along the same line, so I'm sure his account wasn't hacked then. Like, this is where it is now. This is where we're at now with these racist punks. You make these sort of comments, and it's like, yeah, cool. You know what? We're going to screenshot it. We're going to find your employer and you're going to lose your job for it. and rightfully so. And another message to these racists is like, what is it you really want? Because if you want, we can do the meet up in the park or whatnot and scrap it out. That's real talk. Because on Monday I saw something about some tally board like, oh yeah, punch a N-word this, spit a N-word this, and I was thinking like, let anyone try me. Like, I'm not no bad man, gangster, etc. Whatnot. Not the case at all. But I'm a respectful individual who will defend myself if anyone tries me. And I was thinking, right, let anyone try me today. Like, I'll spark something out at it about, oh, do this, turn end this. This is a point board. I was thinking, you must be stupid. And even I can't remember the guy's name, but I put it on my Instagram like yesterday, and he was like, oh, to you racist England fans, you're all like, oh, 3 lines this, 3 lines that. But lines are from Africa. So, what's your point? The reality of it is if Rashford, Saka, Sancho scored those penalties and we'd won that penalty shootout, a lot of these people's racist remarks are now would have been marked over. They would have been, oh, yeah, the heroes, oh, they've won it for us. As soon as they missed, everyone knew what was coming, and people felt confidence to, come out and say what they wanted to say. Saka's 19, he's getting all monkey emojis under his comments and that. It's bang out of order, and like I said, it's at the point now where, even I've put out there, like, all these social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they've got to do something about this. You post anything in regards to COVID, oh, you get a thing, oh, we see this post is something about COVID, so we've added in a little fact checker. But I don't want you to add the fact checker. I'm making the point here. You mention anything about COVID, you get the little fact checker. My apologies. Or, if it's deemed that what you've put is incorrect, they'll put the reds, this is deemed to be false, etc. You do anything about racism, the post will stay there. Anything about, homophobic or Islamophobic, the post stay there. So, like, these platforms have got to do better, man, and they got to do better ASAP. Like, simple as that. And yeah, for me, that's it for me. That's my thoughts on it all. I sadly knew, that the online abuse was coming, but it's at the stage now that where it's like, if you're found guilty of this, you just got to lose your job there and then and keep it moving, man. And if these racists really want, like, we can go to the park or whatnot and have it out. Because the reality of it is a lot of these racists, man, in their groups, they're very, very confident. But one-on-one, nah, sorry, mate, that weren't me. I don't really want an issue with you. They're cowards. Yeah, it's 2021, 2022 in 6 months. I'm out here still in some racist thing. You'll get sparked out here. And this is another message to, like, all people of, like, colour in this country. Like, we got to done this whole, obviously people that go through their own stuff and they got their problems and whatnot. But as a majority, we got to stick together. We ain't got time to fight each other, because in this country, we're still deemed as the enemy to a lot of people. So we got to come together, do stuff together, whether that's business together, ownership, shops, restaurants. We just got to stop fighting each other. And I tell you that once we do, these cowards will slowly start to simmer down and realise, okay, they're not the ones to be messed with anymore. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it all. Obviously, I'd be grateful to get your thoughts in the comment section below. And, if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button now, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.